Hello guys and welcome to another video. This time I will be talking a little bit about my process and give you some insights. This is actually the first video with commentary on this channel, so I really hope you enjoy. I just thought that it might be a little bit more interesting for you to get some more information out of my drawing time lapses. So definitely let me know what you think. Today I'm doing a TikTok drawing challenge, which I initially saw on Sam Does Art's YouTube channel. The challenge is about drawing your OC with 5 different prompts, and the first one, which you can see me do right now, is drawing the original design. This is Raikou, a very grumpy boy, as you can probably see. I've had him for more than 8 years now and I still really love drawing him, which is probably the reason why I draw him most of the time. Even though these are just sketches, I decided to give them a little bit more depth by adding a layer of shading to each drawing. Since I usually draw male characters, it was a little bit different to work on the Genderbent version, but I think it came out alright. I initially struggled with the hair, as you can see right now, but decided to go with short hair in the end because I felt like it just fit with the overall vibe better than the other hairstyle. To have a little bit more variation to these artworks, I also ended up giving him a smirk in the female version, just for some extra spiciness and variation. And to break that up and still making the viewer feel like that he is a character not easily approached by others, I decided to give him a spiky leather color and a leather jacket, because leather jackets just look cool to me. And I ended up giving his hair 2 colors to not only have a blob of white as the hair, and also because you can not really see his eye patch in this version, so it just felt right adding that little bit of black in there as well. And yeah, the rest is just adding in some shadows with the awesome multiply layer and making some adjustments with the saturation filters in the end. Now we only have the child, royal and villain version left after completing the Genderbent version now. I actually forgot to record the sketch for this one, so I hope you don't mind. I struggled with his facial expression a little bit, but ended up liking the one that I initially drew more, so I decided to keep that. I really wanted for the child version to have a kind of reckless and aggressive feeling to him, because those are still key elements even during his, well, especially during his teenage years and adulthood. So it was just very important to me to deliver those to the viewer, and I also used band-aids and the bleeding cut and just his overall expression to help with that. Now we are moving on to one of my favorite versions, the royal one. This artwork took the longest out of the batch because I think I got a little bit tired at this point, but I also really wanted to make a good execution because it is very much out of his usual style, the royal and noble theme. So I gave him a lot of jewelry to express the royal aspect of the drawing, and also added some fur to support the idea even further. And I really struggled with the additional hair strand, as you are able to see right now, but eventually figured something out that looked alright. With the color palette, I also wanted to do something different to the rest, to get more of the royal idea across. So I added some red, because often you can see that in royal gowns, in capes for example, or also just the red carpet. And since I really wanted to bring more attention to his face, I also added the red to his eye patch as well. And with the shading, I really wanted to empathize the materials of the outfit, so I paid extra attention to making the gold stand out. But looking back, I should have probably put more details into the fur shading, at least a little bit. And now for the final one, the villain version, which was actually the most fun for me and is by far my favorite version out of this batch. But you're very welcome to let me know which one your favorite is. It was very cool to work on this artwork because Raiko already is more of a villain character than everything else. So I did my utmost best to really accentuate his already existing bad characteristics. I had my problems with the perspective here and needed to adjust the face and ears several times before being satisfied with it, but that happens a lot, and struggling with certain aspects lets you know on which skill you probably need to work on, and yeah, that's definitely perspective for me. I used a lot of sharp and triangular shapes to make him look more believable in the villain version, and also added in some more silver to get a cold vibe for this artwork. And of course, I had to give him a leather coat as well for this prompt, because, you know, a lot of bad guys in movies wear leather jackets, so it just felt like the right thing to do for this artwork. Then I also added in some tattoos, and the stripes are actually connected to him because he's not human but a shapeshifter that can take the form of a saber-toothed tiger and a mix between a tiger and a lion. So I really wanted to empathize this aspect in the final artwork as well. And let's just be real, tattoos just look very badass, so I just had to add them in. And this was the drawing challenge. I really hope you enjoyed this video with my commentary and that you are able to benefit from some of my thoughts that I had during the time I worked on these artworks. I appreciate all the likes and comments, and if you want to see more content like this, then definitely subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a lovely day or evening, or just a lovely time zone, as I like to say. So see you in the next video. Bye!